You know when you tell your friend that you should start a podcast?
That's what we did.
Hi, my name is Tati.
And my name is Esme.
This is the Soul and Sips podcast.
Come and have a sip with us.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Ah! As today is a new place, a new person.
Everything new. So exciting.
Yeah, we're recording in my place. Welcome. Welcome to my crib.
We have a way better view, I think.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I will take a picture and show. Put it in
Yeah,
front
that's
of
a good
us
idea.
And show our view because this view
It is
and
really
it's sunny. But as you might see or hear, we have a new person here.
I guess.
Hello.
We have
Perfect.
beautiful the accent and everything.
Yeah.
We have Gabby today. Say hi to Gabby.
Hello.
Gabby, tell us a little about you. Who are you? Where are you from? How do we know each other?
Well, I'm Gabby. I'm from Lithuania. Came to the Netherlands 10 years ago almost. It's been almost
Whoa.
a decade.
Dang.
It's
That's
really
long.
Yeah. We met at work.
Yeah.
We work together, all three of us.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, what an honor. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for my invite. It's finally here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, thanks
Yes,
for being
well,
here.
Yes, thank you for accepting coming to my crib. Yes, but yeah, Gabby is like my savior at work, so I couldn't work without her. That's the reality.
I'm just a
completely
producer.
necessary.
She's my lifesaver.
And you brought a drink.
I did bring a drink. Yes, I would need a sip. It's a mimosa.
Yes.
I think everyone does know what a mimosa
Yeah,
is.
right?
It's
But-
basically prosecco and orange juice. I
Yes.
thought I will bring it because it's kind of a tradition to drink it.
Oh! Tati almost threw the table. Well, we still have them. We're okay.
It's fine. Everything's okay.
Yes, where were we?
It's a tradition to
To drink mimosas, I think the morning of your wedding.
yes.
I think like a lot of people do that. It's kind of like to get a little bit
Ooh.
groovy,
Ooh.
but not too drunk.
To get the edge
Yes,
off.
yeah,
that's
to get the
true.
edge off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good segue to the
To
topic
the
of today.
topic, which is wedding.
Yeah, weddings in general because someone
Because-
here is getting married soon.
Ah!
So cheers to that. Cheers to that.
That's so exciting.
It is.
But
It
is
is.
it?
But
is it? Oh my God, we're going
But is
immediately
it?
dark. Immediately.
No, wait first. Maybe it's nice if you can tell us a little bit about your partner and how you met and
Sure. Well, my
story.
partner is Dutch. So we have a wait. What was the thing in the last episode where you guys said multicultural,
oh yeah.
intercultural marriage?
Yes.
Was that correct?
yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was. We were saying multicultural, but multicultural is like a mix of a lot, like
a lot of cultures.
and it was like no, but just two. So intercultural.
Intercultural
Thank you,
marriage.
Rafa.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
was
thank
about
you,
to say.
Rafa.
Thank you, Rafa.
Yeah, and we met at university. I
Mhm.
studied in the Netherlands, and he's Dutch. I think I mentioned that, but yeah, and he was doing his masters. I was doing my bachelor's. We actually officially we met on Tinder.
Ah!
So we're one of those Tinder couples, like lucky
Oh.
stories, you know.
That's so
Lucky
cute.
story. I mean, you never know.
You never know.
No.
Sometimes the apps work.
shout out Tinder.
Shout out to somebody.
But no, it was actually pretty cute because we matched on Tinder and then we were texting. And I went to uni, and I had my friend there. We were in a class, and I said, "Oh, I matched with this pretty cute guy," and he said, "Oh, show him to me." And so I showed him, and he said, "That's my cousin."
Oh my god.
And he was like, "Come, I'll introduce you." So it was kind of funny. He's now gonna be a witness at our wedding.
Aw.
That's so
Yeah,
cute.
so
That's
I
so
was
cute.
actually friends with him before I
Before.
met Martijn, that's his name. Yeah, and he kind of introduced us. We grabbed a coffee at university, and the rest is history, you know.
And then here we are.
And here we are.
Like a month
Whoa,
away.
that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like that almost cannot be a
No,
a
it was a
coincidence.
really fun coincidence, and yeah, it's been now 7 years we've been
Oh.
together. Yeah, and now finally getting married. Yeah.
Finally.
It's not like no. Okay, let me explain myself.
finally.
It's not in the sense that like, oh, I was waiting for it for such a long time, but he proposed 2 years ago. So it has just
Mm.
been like 2 years in the making. And now I'm kind of like, it's a month away. I just want it to happen. Like, it's
Oh.
been
Yeah.
so long looking forward to it.
Yes.
Wait, like how did he propose?
Yes, he proposed in Florence,
Oh
in
my God.
Italy. Yeah, in
That's
the
amazing.
Boboli Gardens. And it's really funny because when we just met, Florence is his favorite city. He has been there a few times, and he always like he mentioned this once to me. I think we were like 2 years together. He was like, if I would ever propose, I would do it at the Boboli Gardens in Florence.
Oh, so he already
He
had it
already,
there.
Oh.
He was
he
like,
already had it there, but well, he didn't say he would propose to me. But he was like, if I would propose, that's where it would happen. But I like completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then, well, we went to visit Florence, and we went to the gardens, and I was like, it was funny because I got the call that I got the job at Fastnet on the
Mm.
same day.
Oh.
Yeah, so we
That's
were
crazy.
like walking through the gardens, and I was a little bit like flustered and whatever. And he really wanted to go to this particular spot. It was like 35 degrees, scorching sun. And I was like, I just want to sit down, like have a drink. I'm so hot. And he was like, no, I just have to show you this one spot. I was like, okay. And then we finally got there, and yeah, I
And
was
then
like,
he-
oh, okay.
Now,
was
now
like-
you get
he
it.
did the whole thing of like kneel, like go down in one knee.
Yeah, well, he was like, oh, this is so pretty because you sit there. I was looking at the view. You see the whole city, like, and then he was like, oh, let me take a picture of you. I was like, okay, cool. So I stood there, and he was like, no, turn around. Like you're looking at the view.
Oh, he
And I
was
was
planned
like,
the
That's
whole thing.
smart. Actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smart.
And then I did that. So I turned around, and then I hear him like go through his backpack. And then everything clicked for me. Like up until that point, I was clueless. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna turn around now because I will ruin the moment.
So
And-
you were just like,
Yeah.
Then
I
you
was
were
just
at that
like-
point. You were
yeah,
like waiting.
you were
Oh my
like,
God, that's so.
so we're looking at
I was like, well, this picture is taking ages. But then, yeah, and at one point he was like, he called my name, and then I turned around, and then he was on one knee, and then,
Oh.
Yeah. and I don't really remember what he said.
Yeah, you just black.
You
there.
just black. I'm like, ring.
It's in Chinese, it's in Chinese. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, we're very
Sounds
cute.
so cute.
Yeah.
But then also now that you wedding is in a month, how do you feel that it's coming to an end? Like this whole
The
preparation,
planning.
the planning, everything.
I mean, really, yeah, I'm just really looking forward. I think I'm really glad that it's coming to an end. I also planned it myself, so but my job is very close to this, so it was.
I was
not
about
like,
to say, I think it's good for people to know that Gabby is like the master planner of
Yeah.
everything.
Like, this is what I mean. But like my work, it depends on her because she's
Yeah.
the one planning, organizing everything. So, I mean, you could be a wedding planner if you wanted to.
yeah, and I think that's my hot take. Like, if anyone's planning a wedding, it's not that hard. Like, it's really, I don't think it's that hard to plan a wedding because essentially all you have to do is pick your suppliers, like your main suppliers. If you book them in time, because we booked our suppliers like 1.5 years in advance. So that's venue, food, like decorator, stuff like that, photographer. And then you basically don't do anything for a year.
Yeah.
And then 3 months before, all the suppliers start reaching out, and then you have to sort out all the details. So now we're in this period where everything feels so close, but everything kind of has to be done last minute, like all the last details
Yeah,
and
the
stuff like
tiny
that.
details.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because obviously, up to a certain point, you also don't know exactly like who's coming. You know, you
Mm.
never know. So in the end, people can RSVP, but stuff happens. People get pregnant or whatever, you know. So
Yeah, people get pregnant. Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
So it's very exciting, but I'm now in like this sprint, you know.
Yeah, the
last
final.
part.
Final little thing. Final month of being single. You know how they're like single. Like you've been with him for a long time. We were talking earlier with Esme and we were talking about bachelor parties and all that. And I was like, oh, would you like that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, we don't want like something like the classic with the
Yeah,
beads
super
everywhere,
typical.
a typical. And I'm like, yeah, but also it's like, it's not like you're celebrating you're single because you haven't been single in a long time because you were with a person. It's just an excuse to go out with the girls.
Exactly.
It's just an excuse. Book a trip with the girls, and everybody's like, "It's a bachelor party. You cannot miss it." Like, I guess I have to. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah.
No, very true. My bachelorette is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Mm.
And I don't know what we're doing, but the girls went all out. I know that we're going for 4 days
Oh,
and we're flying.
do you know where?
No,
Oh my god, but that's so fun.
it is. Yeah, I'm so excited. But it's also, I realized it's really hard to plan outfits
If you don't know
if
where
you
you're
don't know
going.
where you're going.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it is summer, so
most likely gonna
unless
be
you
warm.
go, I don't know.
Norway. They're like, we're taking you to Iceland.
But even if you go to Iceland right now, it's nice. Like it's not freezing.
No, I guess not. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you go, I
I
don't,
don't
know, to
know.
Argentina, then it's winter. Then
Yeah,
okay, but
Hmm.
they
Fair.
should give you a little clue.
No,
yeah.
they did. They were like packed like you were packing for a vacation. But I'm like, that
What
is
kind of
also-
vacation?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you can have a beach vacation. You plan different than if you have a city vacation.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You
The
know?
outfits are different.
The outfits are
the
different.
shoes are different.
The shoes mostly.
The
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. Well, you will let us know when that happens.
Yeah, exactly. We
Tell
wanna
us
know
anyway.
everything
You'll see it
after.
on Instagram.
We'll see
By
it.
the way, follow me.
By the way, her handles are here. Handles are here.
I was wondering because you obviously are very good at planning and stuff, but is there also something that you expected how it would be beforehand that is actually very different about planning it?
I mean, the planning part maybe not so much. Well, okay. So there are two things I think. One that, and I think this is also interesting talking about, like, because obviously my whole algorithm on social media is
Oh,
only
yeah. Yeah.
weddings and people like getting ready for weddings and whatever. And sometimes I just have to laugh a little bit at specifically brides recording these stories. And obviously, I understand that your wedding day is like one of the most important days for you, right? But I think what is really important to keep in mind is no one else cares about your wedding.
But you, yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think people don't realize, like, they put so much weight on their wedding and kind of expect people to act a certain way, expect people to really care, to put so much thought, and and I'm like, hey, they really don't care. Like, no one really cares. It's your big day, and that's fine. So I think that's one of the things that I also was kind of like in the beginning, maybe from all the excitement, I was expecting people to be just excited as I am. And then you
Mhm.
realize that, yeah, why would they be? Like, they don't really
They're
care.
not the ones getting married. Like,
No.
I feel that I am excited just for you, but
Yeah.
it's like, well, it's whatever you decide to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
it's your wedding. You
Yeah.
should be the one caring about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I haven't been on a wedding, but I feel it's like I will still have fun. I just want to get drunk and party.
Exactly.
And have good food.
Like, as long as you have food and
Yeah.
drinks, people will be happy.
Exactly.
But people spend so much, they put so much thought into certain details that no one will probably notice.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's one of the things in planning where I was like, yeah, I should, look at everything a little bit more simple.
Yeah.
And don't put so much pressure on it, because again, then that's the other thing that kind of shocked me was you kind of start planning a wedding and you expect it to be this like super fun, glorious time of
Mhm.
your life,
Yeah.
but then you are hit, and I think this specifically goes for women most of the time. You're hit with this insane amount of expectations,
Mm-hmm.
which I think also comes from social media most of the time.
Mm.
That like I talked to you about this. Like, I didn't even know bridal arms was a thing, but
What
apparently,
is that?
yeah, you need to, like, there are so many videos of girls just right before they walk down the aisle, like training their arms, so they get like
They get like shredded, like
Yeah.
toned right before
yeah,
for the
toned-
pictures.
Yeah. So they, like, when they walk down and I'm like, girl, no one's looking at your arms.
No,
Literally
exactly,
no one will remember your arms. People are looking at, like, it's emotional. Never, like, really
Yeah.
no one cares.
Yeah.
I will be listening on the vows and everything. Like
Not looking
I
at your
will be
arms.
even like to say I will be like worry about like, oh, do I look good for the pictures? Like even on myself, I wouldn't even care about that.
No, because that's, yeah. It's, so I think just that, and again, me obviously algorithm finds me. So it's you see a lot of these brides about like, oh, 10 things you have to do before the wedding, and 10, and nails, and this facial treatment, and you must do this for, like, I don't know, scrub your legs. And I'm like, no, like, this really won't define how happy you are on that day.
No,
Exactly.
exactly.
You won't remember that. You won't connect with it in any kind of way. But you feel like you must.
Like
Like
you have to do it. If you don't do it, it's like,
Yeah.
why are you even getting married if you don't do
Yeah,
all
it's
of
almost like
this?
you're being brainwashed a little bit by
Yeah.
social
Yeah.
media saying like you have to do all these things.
Yeah. And on this one day in your life, you have to be like your best, like your best self. But your best self, shouldn't it come like from how you feel internally,
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
like it's made really about how you look, and yeah, it's almost like you feel like I have to go undergo this like full body renovation,
Yeah.
skinny but not too skinny, but look healthy, but also natural beauty, but
Ugh.
makeup needs to show in picture,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just, I think that just drove me a little bit crazy. So yeah, at a certain point I did feel like, oh, I need to turn all of this off and
Yeah,
just
like
kind
you
of
need to like shut up. This is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also
So many
like
expectations.
so many expectations. But like also I feel that that's even with people of like getting married is already an expectation. Like if you've been together with somebody else, and if you already talk with the person and you know that you're gonna be together, for me there is no reason to get married. Like if you already know, like between each other,
Yeah.
like it's okay. That's it. But then a wedding, there is just a party and all that celebration. And like if you want to get married, then that's your decision. But also people expect because you've been together for a long time to get married,
Yeah.
and it also shouldn't be like that either.
You're already doing it.
we're
Yeah.
already doing it.
Yeah,
And the
exactly.
biggest hope is that we don't change it. Like nothing
Yeah.
changes after this
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that is so, again,
Yeah, really. Yeah.
I so don't want to cry during my vows.
Yeah,
That is like my biggest
I
fear.
know you told me about it, but like I will cry because I'm like, look, because I
But that's
love
why
love,
not?
and
That's
it's just so cute.
That's
like,
just so pure and
like
so real.
pure because it is true and it comes from inside you saying that like we already promised this, we already love each other, we already know we want to spend our life together. Let's just continue. This is just like show and celebrate with the people that we want close and love. That's it. But the rest is the same.
No, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about the crying. I think I got a bit traumatized because I watched one video of like an after movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that after movie, they had the shot of the vows of the girl doing the vows, and she was sobbing like uncontrollably, like she couldn't get her words out,
Yeah.
and then her voice was all shaky, and I was like,
Oh, hell
like
no.
no, I was like
No.
no shade at all, like super emotional, great. But I was like, God, embarrassing. Like it would be
Yeah.
so embarrassing for me, like that people can barely understand you because you can't get yourself under
Yeah,
control.
no.
Yeah.
It's almost like you want to have this one tear, you
Yeah,
know?
Exactly.
yeah. And I
Very
think that's
movie-like.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think that I feel that I don't know. Maybe you will feel different at the moment. I feel because when I feel like a lot of emotions, I can control it. But it's kind of like a little one,
Yeah.
like watery eyes and all that, but not sobbing. Like
No.
something big needs to happen for me to be like
Yeah.
full on sobbing. Like I cannot even breathe.
Snot coming
Yes.
out.
Like all that. Like it needs to
love
be.
you
And
so
like
much.
I know. Yeah, I know. I love you, but like, calm down.
Oh.
Yeah. I also think Martijn would be like, "Are you okay? Like, what is going on?"
Yeah, I also don't see you as a person that's like sobbing.
No.
Like like yeah, no.
No.
No. No.
Like chill, people. I know it's emotional, but calm down. Well, I mean, you do you.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
also
free to
think,
judge.
like, I mean, you're like waiting for that day for so long. I feel like tension would also be like just up there.
Yeah.
I think I will cry a lot on my wedding day because I will just be like a wreck.
well,
Because I cry a lot already in daily life. So
Yeah, but also just the stress, the coming up of
yes,
everything. And I hope you don't have that, but I feel that on that day you might be very nervous of like something going wrong.
maybe my sole goal, and that's also, I was talking to the coordinator, that's the girl that's going to be there on
Yeah.
the day to help out, and she was like, look, I know you're planning your wedding. Up to that day, be at things, like try to sort everything out the way
Yeah.
that you want. But she was like, the morning of your wedding, when you wake up, you need to let
Let
everything
it
go.
go.
Yeah.
If it's raining, it's raining. If it's like if your dress rips, your dress rips. Like
Yeah.
she was like, nothing can make you, nothing should phase you. You know,
Yeah.
you should just be in the moment, be happy. Like
Yeah.
in whatever way you're gonna have a good time because it's your wedding day.
Yeah.
You know, so none of these things matter. So I'm trying to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
it will be okay.
Yeah, I think anything's okay. I also sent you like um a picture of like, oh, my wedding started raining and we couldn't take the pictures that we wanted to. So they took pictures in the rain. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
And it
that's
is
so
like
cute.
it's like what's gonna change? Nothing is gonna change. Like you're still gonna get married and love each other at the end of the day. Like
Yeah.
so YOLO, just enjoy, get drunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And eat.
Yeah.
One thing I hear is like people forget to eat.
Yeah.
I'm like, how?
Yeah, just from the
Why?
stress, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also what you said that you think you will cry. I had this at my brother's wedding a few years back where I was also a witness. And then, so we had to stand up front there with them. And then as they were doing their vows, I was just like losing it. Like I was really crying. But then they didn't. Like, they had a bit of a shaky voice, which was also kind of cute.
That's
but
cute. Yeah.
they didn't cry. And then I remember afterwards I spoke with my sister-in-law, and I was like, how did you like, I could not control it. And she was like, you know what, at every wedding I cry, but when it's your wedding, adrenaline takes over. So you just kind of realize the weight of, and then you just go a little bit blank as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, I think that also plays a big role.
Yeah.
Probably. Also, like that would be weird. That, like on that day, you're so stressed and a lot going on that you blank and you forget.
Yeah.
Then later on, like you're like, I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
Or, like,
exactly,
because
that's
you
such
were
a-
so
yeah.
in emotions and stress that you don't remember anything.
That's also why they say, right, during the wedding, like in your planning, to plan moments to be alone with the
Oh, with your
husband or
husband.
wife, that you just take like 5 minutes, just like either after the ceremony, like walk to a room, just like take
Take a
a
moment.
moment
Together,
to
yeah.
together to just kind of understand what's going on. I think that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh, I
on the
think-
other hand, you just want to be present at every second,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So that's true. But I think that would be cute. Kind of like, I feel after the ceremony, we're like,
Yeah, exactly. Just some us moments.
yeah,
That's
just
just
like
cute
that's
as
what- I
well.
think
And
that's
just
very cute. Like
and very comforting, I think.
yeah. Yeah, and then you continue, but then you have those tiny moments you're like, dude,
Literally a high five.
you're like, wait, yeah. Yeah, I think that's really cute.
Yeah, another question was like, if you could completely ignore social media, like how do you want this day to be like?
I think the way that I planned, or the way that I kind of imagine it, it is very much what we want. I think also a really good thing is that Martijn is not on social media. So he is very, like, he stays very true to himself. So whenever I start to, like, kind of feel like I need to fulfill some sort of expectations, he's always like, wait a second. This is not
Hold up.
us. Yeah, hold
He's
up.
like, calm down, woman.
Yeah. So he really keeps me kind of grounded, and from the beginning on, he was like, because he's not like, he also, random fact, he never wanted to get married. He always told me, like, during our relationship, he was like, oh, I never want to get married. The day before he proposed, we were having dinner, and he was like, so would you be angry at me if I would never propose? And like, he was trying to throw me off so much. But
Oh, I love that so much. Like, I hate it, but I love it.
and but the thing is, for both of us, like, for me, marriage was also not something I was like, oh my god, it has to happen, right? It's super nice that it's happening, but it was definitely not a must.
Yeah.
You know, with social media. So yeah, so he, when he proposed and when we started planning the wedding, he was really like, I want this to feel like us. So certain
Yeah.
choices we made, for example, the dinner is gonna be shared dining, because we thought, when people come over to our place, we always do shared dining. Like, we never cook like a plate for each person. We always
Yeah.
just put a bunch of things on the table, and then kind of like everyone just grabs what they want. And we like our dinners long, and also kind of that you walk around, you like talk. It's
Yeah.
not like sit down, eat first meal, second meal, you know.
Mm,
We
yeah.
want it to be super organic. And so when we went to the supplier for the food, the caterer, um, we told them the idea, and they were like, "Oh, that's really, that's really nice. Something we haven't done before."
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so we kind of tried to do all these little details, regardless of what is custom, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But more what would connect it
Yeah.
to us, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it is your wedding after all. It's like,
Yeah, you are the ones that
yeah,
need to.
you're the ones who are doing it. Like,
Yeah.
you do whatever you want. Yeah. We were talking earlier a little bit. Like I said, I hate when other people, friends now, get opinionated about your wedding. Or like I seen like in TikTok, like you parents start deciding things for you. I'm like,
But did you have that?
Why?
Like people like putting their opinion on you and stuff?
Well, actually, funny enough, like not parents at all. Like
Yeah.
not from my side, not from his side. Um, I did have it a little bit in the beginning, but it was not necessarily people putting their like kind of trying to force me to do something. But I just really felt the need to meet people's expectations,
Yeah.
and then you start to
Go crazy.
spiral a
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, then you start to think, oh my god, like, will people expect a cocktail when they, come to like,
Yeah.
will be like, what kind of what the I don't know what the service is like. You
Yeah.
kind of think, again, overthink so many things, which people, I don't think they will notice
No.
anything.
I think yeah, they were like as long as they have like food, drinks, and good music.
Yeah, it should
what
be
else
fine,
do you
right?
want? They should
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's weird if people are like with their
Yeah.
opinions and whatever is not their business. I think.
Yeah.
That well, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that mostly happens, for example, when your family is religious.
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
you decide to not do, for example, not do a church wedding.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, maybe a little bit like if your family's religious, they might feel like, oh, but that's,
Like
somehow not accepted.
it shouldn't be like this because on the I don't know eyes of God you should be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then you're not technically married or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, actually, that brings me to also to another question. Like, are there any Lithuanian traditions or Dutch traditions that you're doing?
Oh, that we're doing.
Yeah.
This is not a tradition at all.
You're doing it, or
We're
whatever
doing
comes
it.
up.
But we decided, so both the Netherlands and Lithuania are quite notorious in their fried snacks, but like different fried snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like, but like after dinner, everyone's dancing, it's a party, and then around 12 o'clock, people will want to eat like fat food.
yeah, like the snack
bad food.
when you're like drunk. You're
Yeah.
like, snacky. Yeah.
Exactly. So then
I love that you think about that.
yeah, we're having like a snack table, but then it's half Dutch fried snacks. So like you have your kastengels, bitterballen, all the good stuff, and then half Lithuanian fried stuff. So that's gonna be like we have fried bread with cheese. It's really good.
Oh,
Yeah. So
good.
that's very nice.
Oh, but that's great. But like now that you're talking about like also I feel that you're also like that. Like you are in the details, but like good details.
Yeah.
Like if you want to plan a wedding, it's like oh food and all that. But like yeah, around midnight, they're gonna get snagged and then drunk. Let's have some food. Like
Yeah.
I think that's a good kind of planning in your head, or like what people would like.
Want, yeah.
But also for you too. You would
Yeah.
like snacks too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, I love that.
No. Yeah. And other traditions, I'm thinking. I mean, I guess that's kind of Lithuanian that we're the place that we rented out. It's so everyone can sleep there, and then you have breakfast the day after.
Oh,
So it's
that's
kind
very
of-
nice.
Yeah, it's kind of Lithuanian weddings like it's quite a big tradition to do like 2 days, 3 days. But then it's not so big the other days, but normally you would like have a wedding day and then the next day everyone stays, but then you do barbecue and then
Yeah, more
it's at a
chill.
lake and you just kind of,
Like relax.
yeah, very relaxed. So I think that is a big thing, but we're not doing it this big. We're just having like everyone can sleep over, and then the next day we at the same place have a breakfast, and then that's kind of done. But then you can reflect
you can show the pictures, the
Yeah.
embarrassing, like, oh, remember when you puke in the tree? And they're like, oh yeah. Somebody's like just waking up, you've been eating breakfast for an hour, somebody break up, like, whoa, finally. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. That's nice. That's nice. Because last time we also like record a podcast about talking weddings. We didn't find anything really Dutch.
No, I don't know if there's anything really Dutch tradition for weddings, to be honest.
Yeah.
A registered partnership.
Yeah,
exactly, like, not
actually doing
Yeah.
Yes. That's the
The
tradition.
tradition is actually don't get married but register.
But something else
Save your
that's
money.
similar, but
Save you money for a house and for like a trip, and don't get married, just register your partnership and that's it. And probably a kid before that, because that's kind of also.
Yeah.
So first you start dating, you're together, then you have a kid, and then you're like, should we get a partnership?
yeah.
For the kid, because
For
it
the
makes
kid.
Yeah,
sense
exactly. It's
on the
just like-
taxes.
it's very functional. Yeah.
Taxes.
Like very practical.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I don't think we even said, but the wedding is in Lithuania.
Oh, also we didn't say
We
that. but
didn't
yeah.
mention
I mean,
that,
we
but
knew
yeah.
that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even here. I mean, are there like good venues in here? I wonder. Like, I also
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, for
Ooh,
sure.
Where we have this thing at work when we have like a big event. Okay, that's a good wedding venue.
Yeah,
on
true.
the castle.
Yeah.
They also use
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah, they
think
also
for
use it
weddings.
for wedding, and you can stay there
Yeah,
and all that. So I that one is a good place. I think I told you when we went to visit it.
that's true.
We're like, if you don't have a place, this is the nice place to have a
Yeah.
wedding.
You do
But
need
why-
a big wedding for that, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the place
that's
is
huge.
massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you could rent just a part.
Maybe. But I do, like in the Netherlands, you have a lot of very cute, a bit like
Like
chateaus
foresty.
and like
Yeah.
just very cute manners and stuff like that.
Yeah, like in the middle of nowhere, and it's like a little house, and
But why did you decide to do it there? Is there any like very specific thought behind that?
It was actually quite practical because my grandparents are still
Mm.
there and his aren't, unfortunately.
Mm.
So it was
Oh, yeah.
just kind of, so everyone
Can be there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
Then we decided to, and I also think it's kind of special, like all the Dutchies that have to come, they're all
Yeah.
very excited because like you wouldn't normally go east. You know what I mean?
like you wouldn't go there.
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't necessarily go there. That's not your first like holiday destination, but it is beautiful. And so a lot of people are doing a road trip, they're going by car, making a holiday out of it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
for such a special occasion, like that's amazing to go to a
Yeah,
new
it-
place.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Very nice.
Is your wedding also gonna be in English?
Yeah.
Because then, like, you and Martijn, between you speak English, but he is Dutch. He will have like Dutch family, but I mean, here everybody speaks English, so it's
Yeah.
fine. But then your family side.
Everyone speaks English.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It's really nice. The
Actually,
only
I
the-
never thought about that.
No, but yeah, the only two people are my grandparents that don't
Yeah.
speak English, but the rest, everyone speaks fluently. So that makes it quite easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then it's
Yeah.
easier. I'm just kidding, you guys. I just thought about it. I was like, oh,
I
which
never thought
language?
about that.
Like,
Yeah.
well, what would you be yours?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
girl,
I
that's
was
what
just
I'm
wanted
thinking.
to
of.
ask, like, how would you do it?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know.
Because for us, like my parents, my family, and everybody here speaks English, but his family,
Yeah, his family doesn't.
not really.
I would
So
like
I
to
really don't
think
know.
that when we are getting married, it feels
When.
when
Not if, when.
if when like I don't know, there is some translating AI microphone.
Exactly. I was thinking
thing.
it's almost like you want subtitles.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Like people have in the conferences that like one
they will be in the back. There was there
Yeah.
will be a translator
Yeah.
translating everything in the
in
mics.
Spanish.
Yeah,
Can you please try to do something?
in the Spanish.
Yeah, in Spanish.
But like, sí, 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 te amo. Sí, sí, amor. Besito, besito. Something like that. I don't know. I feel that if it went, that will be my thing.
yeah.
But I don't know how will I do
It's
that.
actually
And
quite
also,
difficult.
like in my case, it will be so difficult. I wouldn't know where to do the wedding or how. Like for me, it will be too complicated. But like it's not a problem for me right now. When that time comes, then I will worry about that.
Problem for future you.
Problem for future me, not so. But of course, it crossed my mind. Then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how I'm gonna.
I never even thought about the languages.
Now you.
I think we'll
what-
also do it in English because that's the language
the
you speak.
most of the people will speak, and
Yeah.
I know. You know what's something that I think is cute? is when you marry somebody like from another country to speak another language, you do your vows or part of something is in their language.
Yeah.
I seen a bunch of it and I think that's the cutest thing ever. And personally, I think I will do it. Like if my partner speaks another language, I will try to do maybe not the whole thing, but a part, saying it only in their language.
That's
It's
very
like
That
cute.
is
I
cute,
put
yeah.
my effort to
To-
learn
yeah.
this part on your language. Or like when they propose in their language. Like if my partner speaks and like propose to me in Spanish. I mean, I probably will say yes already, but like,
Like,
but like,
see.
That's
like
so
that would be
cute.
very cute. Like
Yeah.
that would be
That is
cute.
very cute. Yeah.
So for my future, I don't know, husband, now you know,
Yeah.
propose to me in Spanish. Otherwise, I
Yeah,
will say
exactly.
no.
Okay, let's go to the dilemma. I
Okay.
think.
Which
It's a
one?
very
I asked different
it's-
ones.
it's a very funny one this time. What would you do if somebody will object? Be like objection.
I will come to like, I object, senor, and I will do the whole Spanish. Jeez, my love.
Yeah. Ride
would
in on
you-
a horse. I think I honestly, I think I would start just laughing uncontrollably.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I would really just have a good laugh. And I think if that doesn't do anything, I think I would just like look at my dad, be like, remove this person. Like,
You're like handle it.
yeah, handle it. Like, I don't know, like my dad or my brother,
Yeah.
I would shoot them a look and be like, okay, come on.
Get this person out.
Yeah.
Get it,
Security.
get it, security.
Yeah,
Oh my
but
God,
I think just and definitely like it also kind of depends how they object, right? If it's like I don't know, like it can also be quite like aggressive, you know, but then you don't joke, like then it's no
Yeah.
joke, you know?
It's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. But I think if it's a little bit like I don't know, last love confessions, then you could just you could laugh it off a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. As I imagine, like, who will do that?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Like, how will that happen? Because it would be not funny but weird if that person that wants to object goes before the wedding to not do a show. Like before goes to you like, hey, I want to talk with you and be like, I'm actually in love with you. Like, I love you with all my life. You should marry. You should marry me. Then I would be like, then laugh. And it'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah, I think then you could, that actually, that calls for a bit more genuine, react. You can be like,
Yes,
oh,
you-
I'm sorry, but like, no.
I'm so sorry, but like, I'm getting married.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, who are you? But yeah, but I think like at the ceremony, that's also, I think in the moment you just kind of want to make a joke out of it or make it a little bit like
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of like you asshole. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, like why
Yeah.
would you do that? That's
Why would
so
you ruin this
rude.
moment?
Yeah.
It's also very like attention seeker. It's kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you want this moment to be about,
About
you.
you, yeah.
Because why would you do that then? Yeah. How would you?
Yeah,
handle
I
it?
don't know. I think I would do the same, like you said. Just tell my brothers and my dad, like, you get this person out of here.
I will jump. Like,
Yeah.
Like Tati just tackles.
Yeah.
tackle there. Yeah, and also I'm like, who is gonna do
Yeah,
that?
who is gonna do that? Nah.
Nah. I feel that if there will be somebody that I don't know, you feel there was like a sneaky link or something, it wouldn't be also in my wedding.
No, exactly. That's
No.
what I was thinking.
No, but normally objection comes like
Out
they
of
are not
nowhere.
invited. They just
They
walk
just-
in.
What?
Yeah, that's.
Imagine if somebody
Have you guys seen Shrek? Like that's how it goes.
from all the examples.
Have you guys seen Shrek?
Have you seen Shrek?
But
as
that's
a-
so funny.
That's the objection I've seen, right? He like walks in.
Shrek comes in, but
Yeah.
I can't the love of your life. I love you. I don't think you're ugly.
I don't think you're ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Imagine if somebody, like, let's say, lives in the Netherlands, flies all the way to Lithuania and interrupts your wedding in the middle of it. That would be crazy.
Hats off for the
Yeah,
like
for
effort,
the
you know?
Yeah.
Honestly, A for effort.
Yeah.
Damn, that would be crazy.
That's crazy. I also
Oh.
like. Do people really do that?
They also they took that out of
Of like
the ceremony. Yeah, there's like,
Ah.
is there anyone who objects? It's not even a part of it anymore.
Oh, I also wonder why
Yeah.
was it there at the beginning? Like,
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe in the past it was like actually parents or something that would be like, this is not good. I don't know.
This is not good.
like yeah, like
Because I also think like, okay, now it's very normal to be with your partner for a very long time before
Yeah.
you marry.
Yeah.
But 100
Back
years
then.
ago, people sometimes would do it in a month or something.
yeah, and also
Yeah.
back before was like for business. You know, you married to a rich family,
Yeah.
and it was more the parents doing that, not for you
yeah,
know.
doing a deal. Like, I
Yes.
give you my daughter, you give me 2 cows.
like
it was-
yes,
it was like that,
It was
yeah.
like that, like that.
That's so
like,
crazy.
You get the cows, you get my daughter. yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't think now. Imagine, but also imagine if not, it wasn't for you, but for your partner. How would you
that's
feel
a
then?
good one.
Like you're there with your partner, and somebody shows up for your partner, not you. I feel that
how how arrogant of us to assume. Just like, obviously.
But all of us were like, oh, but that's obviously gonna be for us.
of course it's us. Of course it's about us. Like I feel that
A
don't
bitch,
know.
if you don't get a fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
then in my wedding, then my future husband, then they will be like a person. I object for him. I love you. I'll be like, bitch.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will be the one go tackling her.
Yeah.
Hold my bouquet. Yeah. It's like, I'm going.
Hold my flowers. yeah, and I don't know if I will feel like hurt or something. But like, what is this bitch?
Who do you think you are?
Who the fuck you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, I think I would also laugh.
Yeah, I think so. I think at the moment, maybe also you panic. You kind of like,
Yeah.
Huh.
Hopefully not.
hopefully,
No,
Hopefully
no,
not.
no,
hopefully
no,
that
no.
doesn't happen to
Yeah.
us. It will be great for that in
Yeah.
a way. Like just say,
If anyone has any grievances with me, let's
Say
hear
it
them
now.
now. Let's hear them now.
say
Do
it
it
now
before the
before she's
wedding.
gone.
Oh. Okay. I think that's it for this episode.
yeah.
Super nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
thanks
having
for
us.
joining us.
Yeah, of course.
And-
Super nice.
Yes, people share, comment,
Let us
give
know what
some
you want
love
to talk about.
Gabby.
Yeah.
Yes.
And see you next week.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes. Bye.